What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today I just wanted to address a question that I got from Follow Condex. Follow Condex asked that I have used multiple uploaders or upload automation tools in the past to upload to multiple platforms at once, but yet I have advised against it. So what is my recommendation? I know my stance could be kind of confusing on this. That's why I'm dedicating a video to this. Mass uploading tools do help a lot and do help increase the process of, I guess you could say, growth with print on demand. There's a lot of different uploading tools out there. Now, when I specifically teach print on demand, guys, I never teach with uploading tools. And the reason why is because a lot of the times I'm concept specific. So if I'm going to teach about Redbubble, I'm going to teach specifically about Redbubble for that time. I'm not going to make accommodations for other platforms, right? Well, in the POD design course, and I figure I put this out there, I don't actually teach how to use an automation tool because I don't use it. I don't use it for maybe about 75% of the uploads. The reason why is because, and if you've taken some of my courses, you probably know about this, but Redbubble, Zazzle, Teepublic, all the other platforms out there, they all have their own individual circumstances, their own rules, their own audience, and their own creators. And because these platforms are different, the demographics are slightly different, sometimes they're drastically different, but because the demographics are different, because the scenarios, the landscapes are different, it wouldn't be wise to place the same keywords on all the platforms for the same design. Also, to even add to that, it wouldn't make sense to add the same design to these multiple platforms. I'll give you an example. If there's a design that I'm uploading on Redbubble, I could upload that same design to Teepublic. Depends on the keywords that are available. The style of the design is for sure. I can definitely do both. But I wouldn't take that same behavior and I wouldn't carry it out to Zazzle. That just doesn't make sense to me. Zazzle is a completely different platform than Redbubble and Teepublic. I wouldn't take those same behaviors, I wouldn't take those same designs, slap them on Zazzle, and expect to have any level of success. In the same notion, for all the Merch by Amazon people out there, if you're working for primarily Merch by Amazon, you use a specific set of keywords or tags, you take those same tags and you apply them to Redbubble, you're not going to have nearly as much success. A lot of the times most of the time, you're optimizing for a specific platform with print on demand, and then you figure, hey, I might as well, I got some of this work done, might as well take these designs and put them on other platforms. The thing is when you do that, I would say effectively about 75% of the time, I wouldn't say you're wasting your time, but you're really not producing nearly as much success. To prove this, you can go on any other people's accounts and do some research on what generates them the most sales. Typically, it's the platform that they optimize for. This is why I say when you go on multiple platforms, make sure you optimize specifically for that platform and treat that platform the way it is. There was an individual a long time ago when I first released the Redbubble tagging course, said, oh, I feel great about the tagging course. I made X amount of dollars with it. It was phenomenal. Now I could take the things that I learned for this course and apply it to Teepublic. And unfortunately, I had to throw a wrench in his system and say, hey, listen, that's not the case at all. You don't want to apply the same tactics, the same things that you learned in the Redbubble tagging course to the Teepublic platform. You do not want to do that at all. They're two drastically different platforms. You're not going to succeed if you take the same behaviors of Redbubble that makes you succeed and put it on Teepublic. They're just not. The way you tag is not the same. The way you do your tag research is not exactly the same, right? There's different aspects to these platforms. And the same goes for if you're uploading to Zazzle. I wouldn't take the designs that I have on Redbubble and upload them to Zazzle and expect to have any kind of level of success. The reason why I say that is, like I said, I could get sales, but it will be minute compared to what I would have on Redbubble because I'm optimizing for Redbubble. So where is this concept of using mass uploaders? Well, to begin, upload automation tools, Flying Upload, you got the Merch Informer tool, you got so many different tools out there. Lazy Upload, I think it was called. There's so many different tools out there. you have to find obviously what works for you, but you have to keep in mind, and this is why I don't necessarily use them all the time, is because there are certain circumstances where the designs just don't overlap for certain platforms. It just doesn't make sense to upload that same design in multiple places based on my knowledge of tagging, working with tags, setting up tags, titles, etc. for the specific products that I have. On top of that, demographical research, the types of designs that I would do, I wouldn't do the same thing for Zazzle that I do on Redbubble and vice versa. It wouldn't make sense from a financial standpoint. That's why when I create the courses around Redbubble, around Zazzle, around Teepublic, they're very specific courses for very specific platforms because I'm driving the most effort I can into one platform for me to succeed in that one platform when I create specific designs for that one platform. So the tags that I create, the titles that I create, the way that I study the algorithm, I'm doing as much as I can to succeed for that one platform. My goal is not to work on other platforms. Now, are there going to be certain circumstances and certain times where there is overlap? Yes, but that's a very, very small period of amount. So if you think about it, anywhere from 20 to 10% is where that overlap is going to happen. Very, very rare will it happen from a Teepublic to a Zazzle, for example. It's more likely that it will happen from a Redbubble to a Teepublic, if that makes sense, right? Because of the nature of the platforms. But once again, this is my personal opinion based on the things that I've discovered uploading every day, 60 designs a day for a number of months so far. Almost, almost 9-10 months. So it's been a while of me doing this consistently every single day, and I had many uploads before that. So just to put it into perspective and the numbers that I've been working on, keep in mind that success is not the type of thing that you just come by through random. That's why I say you have to be very specific and deliberate about the way you utilize specific algorithms with certain platforms. You have to have logical reasoning behind how you upload certain designs and the logical reasoning behind the certain tags that you use. The tags are one of the prime movers for your success when it comes down to organic success, right? And when we say success, obviously we're talking about sales here. When it's print-on-demand sales, print-on-demand traffic, that's one of the most important things to acquire. But that doesn't happen if you don't optimize correctly for that specific platform, understanding the rules to the algorithms on that platform. Like, I'll throw it out here, but the way I tag for Zazzle is literally almost the opposite of how I would tag for Redbubble, right? That's literally almost the opposite. But yeah, if you're using an uploader tool, there's a chance that you're going to just upload everything together expecting that it will have some sort of success on certain levels. What you will see is that if you're optimizing for a specific platform with a specific platform in mind, and you just take those same designs and upload them to other platforms with the mass uploading tools or with the upload automation tools, yes, you will have the more designs up. Yes, you will acquire more financial print-on-demand real estate per se, or virtual real estate. But that virtual real estate at a value will be much, much lower than had you if really, really paid attention to what that platform requires. So to answer your question of follow Condex, yes, there are moments in time where I would use a upload automation tool, okay, to upload to multiple platforms at once. But most of the time, we're talking 80 to 90% of the time, that's not going to happen, right? But there are times, and keep it in mind, I use them every week. So there are periods of time in the week where, yes, I do use them. Because you got to think, I'm doing a lot of designs on a daily basis. So I'm doing a lot of work on a daily basis. So yes, there are times where I do that. But there are also times where I don't. So hopefully I clarified why and when I would use tools. And the simple answer is when I feel that there's overlap in the way that I specifically tag for certain designs can overlap. It's not frequent. It's about 10 to 20% of the time. It happens. When I feel that the overlap is not existent, then it simply will not happen. That's basically it. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.